Hello, everybody. Just wanted to welcome you to probably one of the most elaborate cooking episodes for Cooking with Denoy to date. And I'm kind of splurging a bit on this just to celebrate being alive. Sometimes you just got to do that, all right? I was able to get this meat today. I spent the night over at the Walmart parking lot because the yurt had flooded. And I got so depressed the other day, I just left it to hang out with my kids because they said they were available. And I basically am back here today to deal with it, although the weather might not be cooperating. As you can see, it's still dark overhead and it just rained. I'm trying to cook on the rocket stove and everything's all wet. We're going to try to start up a fire even though the kindling and everything's all wet. Hopefully it'll dry out and allow us to cook. Anyhow, these are the ingredients I'm using. I was able to pick up some stewed beef. It's normally $7.75, but I got it on sale for $4.49, which to me is super expensive. But I'm getting $3.26 off from it. And this meal here should last me the whole day. It should last me 2 or 3 meals, actually. So I figure, you know what? Normally my meals run about between 20 to 50 cents per meal, sometimes a little bit more. Because I'm on such a tight budget. But today I decided to splurge for this special episode since you guys have been waiting so long for Cooking with Denoy. And also because I just wanted to feel better about surviving the flood that occurred with the yurt. And to go back there again today to deal with the situation and try to fix what I can. Anyhow, here are our ingredients. We have some beef. You can use pork, chicken, whatever you like, or you can use all 3 meats, or whatever you like, basically. The reason I decided to go with this is simply because I got it on sale. I haven't had beef in a long time, and they're already cut, so they look like they'd be great for shish kebabs. I also bought some. It says like Wild Wonders gourmet medley of tomatoes, I think. So I decided to get this because it had a lot of different colors and I thought it would look pretty. And I picked up some mushrooms, fresh mushrooms, which we'll be using. And I already had this onion, so we're just going to cut this onion. And for seasoning, we're going to go very simple again. We have soy sauce, and I have this Casero Todo seasoning, which is the equivalent to Badia. Some of you are wondering, what happened to my Badia? I ran out of Badia, and I went to buy some, and it was kind of expensive. I think it was like almost $3-4 for a bottle. And this thing was like a huge size, and the bottle was like the small one like this. It was like $3. This thing here was like twice the size, and I think it was only like $2 and something. So I decided to try it, and it seems to be about equivalent. I also have some chopped onions, which I don't know why I grabbed it. I probably don't need it. And anyhow, the plan is to do this. We've got some water here. You can see I've got several vats of water, several bowls. One is to wash the meat in. Meat should already be clean, but I don't know. I just feel better rinsing it off. So we're going to wash the meat in there. And then the other one is to wash the vegetables. Now for the skewers, I'm recycling old skewers that I bought like a long time ago and left at the yurt. These are camping skewers for roasting marshmallows and whatnot. But they were too long. So I broke them in half. You can see how I took one and broke it into half. So I'm going to break this other one in half and we'll have 6 skewers. And I think that's enough to do all of this. The idea is to skewer all these shish kebabs and then put them on the over the fire there once I get it going, if I can get it going. I have some white rice that I cooked on my ride over here. So I used the inverter cooking system, and you can see we have the white rice all ready to go. So this will make a really good brunch, and I'll probably have the same thing for dinner. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step that I did was to go ahead and, of course, break the skewers. So I have 6 of these skewers. I also cut up the onion that I had, and I took the tomato and the mushroom and put them in the water here to be rinsed off. I also put some meat in this water to be washed off, and I added some Kikkoman soy sauce here, which I'm going to soak the meat in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the meat that I've rinsed, or I'm rinsing right now. I'm going to let it sit in the Kikkoman and let it soak a little bit. Now, if I were doing this at home, I might actually soak it overnight, you know, if I had a house. But for now, I'm just going to let it sit just for a little bit and let it soak up. I probably need to add some more soy sauce there, but I'm going to let it soak up so that it gets inside the meat. I have put the meat into the soy sauce, and I'm just letting it soak up right now, just a few minutes. Like I said, though, if you could let it soak overnight, it'd probably taste better, but I don't have the time or the luxury of doing that. So I'm just soaking it here for a few minutes. And then I'm just going to take all the little components here, all these little fruits, not fruits, but vegetables, and start to put them onto my skewer and the meat. And I'll set it down on these plates and just let it sit here until I'm actually ready to put it on the grill. I've made my first skewer stick. You can see I actually had problems here with the mushrooms breaking. It's because these sticks are so thick. They had the smaller little skewers at Walmart, but they wanted like $3 for a packet. And I didn't want to spend $3 just for sticks. So I decided to go with this big one. So if you're doing this yourself, I would recommend the smaller sticks, because these big skewer sticks, they're busting up the mushrooms. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and continue to make some more skewer sticks. And then we'll put the seasoning on it right before we put it over the fire. I currently have 3 sticks skewed. And of course, these were the second half. But what I did was, just so you know, I sharpened the end here using my knife. And I'm going to go ahead and make, try to make 3 more. So we'll have 6 skewers ready to go. As far as these broken mushrooms, I think I'm just going to get some tin foil and put all the broken pieces of stuff in there and wrap it up and just let that cook on the grill as well. And then whatever I have left over, I'm going to save for lunch and dinner. Here then is our skewed meat, our shish kebabs. All that remains to be done is to add a little bit of this total seasoning. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit on everything. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take the soy sauce, sprinkle it on there with a spoon, and then put the seasoning on it so it'll kind of stick. You can see I have all these leftovers, the couple of pieces of meat, leftovers that I'm planning on putting inside this aluminum foil here. And I think I'll use this side here. Aluminum foil, and then I'm just going to wrap it up and put it on the grill to cook. That way we cook all the food. We don't want any of it sitting out. So that's what I'm going to do at this point. And then it's time to try to see if we can't get the fire going. I wanted to point out a little tip for those of you at home who are trying this at home. If you've not done this before and all you have are the giant skewers like me, my recommendation is to use the smaller ones. But if you have only the giant ones, I found that if I take the mushroom and I squeeze it like this, you know, hold it and squeeze it while I try to poke the skewer through the center part, and I twist the skewer back and forth in a circular motion, it keeps the mushroom from splitting. So you can actually skewer the mushrooms if you kind of squeeze it in while you take the stick, the shish kebab stick, and poke it through here, slowly twisting it in a circular fashion. And it allows you to skewer the mushrooms without them breaking. Anyhow, I'm taking all the mushrooms, and I'm going to take all the meat, wash some of these, wash some or all, most of those tomatoes, and put them in there. And a little bit of onions that are left. And sprinkle it with soy sauce, a little bit of seasoning. I'm going to pack it up and put it on the grill when we get the grill going. Here then are my leftovers. I guess it's a shish kebab without the shish, or it's the kebab that would make it a kebab, or would it be just the shish without the kebab? I don't know what they call the stick part here. Anyhow, we're putting this. We're going to put this on the grill without the stick. I'm just going to get a spoon here and scoop up this remaining soy sauce. Sprinkle a little bit on here. Sprinkle some of this total seasoning, or you could use Badia. And then I'm going to sprinkle some of the soy sauce on top of that. On top of the shish kebabs here. And once again, put the seasoning on there. And then put it on the grill. At least that's the plan. I'm essentially just taking drippings here from the leftover soy sauce. And just, you know, trying to coat this this food with it. Then just going to take some of the seasoning and just put it on top of everything. Doesn't that look good right there? It's not even cooked yet. And we're just going to wrap this piece up and get it ready for the grill. We're going to do the same with that. We're just going to coat everything with soy sauce, then sprinkle some more of this total seasoning or badia, and put it on the grill. I've taken the soy sauce, as you can see it pulling up there, and put a little bit on here. And now all I'm going to do is just take this total seasoning and put it on top of everything. I might do the other side a little bit when I put it on the grill, but I think the soy sauce alone is going to add a lot of flavor because it's got salt in it. That's why you don't see me putting salt on things. Okay, I think this is ready for the grill, and now it's just a matter of starting up the fire. Hopefully it'll start with all this wet dampness here. And we'll put the metal grill on it so that we can go ahead and set our kebabs. Or shish kebabs. I have lit the fire, and now it's a matter of crossing my finger and hoping that the heat from the flames is going to be enough to dry up the wood that's in there. You can see all that smoke. That's because everything's wet. I'm hoping the heat will dry things up enough that the fire can actually start and we can start cooking. It's not the most ideal cooking situation, but you know, we got to do what we got to do with what we have, right? So hopefully this will burn. I think it just burnt out. I hope it didn't just burn out. The kindling was like totally wet, and I didn't, you know, have any dry kindling, so that's why we're doing what we're doing. Let me try to get it started again. Get that fire burning. I think I might have to add some more paper or something, then light it again. I think all we're doing is making smoke signals. After some effort, I was finally able to get the fire going. It was kind of hard. Luckily I had a lot of paper and stuff to use, and I found some dried twigs and I was able to throw it in there, but it looks like the fire is now burning. I'm going to add a little bit more twigs, try to get it really going. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put the grill on it right now and then probably start cooking here very soon. Because it looks like it's actually burning now. Alright, our fire is officially burning, so it's just a matter of putting the skewers on here now. As you can see, I've laid our skewers on here. I know it doesn't, some of the pieces aren't directly over the flame, so we're going to have to rotate them. But now I'm just going to add a little bit more of this total seasoning, the equivalent of badia. Making sure I coat the meat here. And it's just a matter of adding fuel to the unit and letting it cook. Here then is our shish kebabs, pretty much done. A couple need to be cooked a little bit longer, but for the most part they look to be done to me. Don't they just look great? Look at that. Doesn't it look so good? Now that it's in focus, it looks even better, doesn't it? Yeah, this is some good stuff. I guess this in part is my celebratory brunch dinner and everything for the channel. I think by the time this video gets uploaded, we'll be at 1 million views. I know to some people 1 million views doesn't seem like a lot, because it's 1 million views for the entire channel and not just one video. But for me, hitting 1 million views in about 1.5 years is a pretty big milestone. So with any luck, we'll be able to increase our views and get this channel up to speed and actually turn it into a viable source of income, even though initially it wasn't intended to be so. Anyhow, I better pull the food off there before it burns. But just wanted to share with you my celebratory shish kebab. Wish you all could be here with me to enjoy it. But I think that's not going to happen today. But luckily I did get a call from my children, so I'll be seeing them later. So I'll save some of these for them. And you know, my children and I can at least enjoy these together. Until next time, everybody, I want to wish you a great day. Bon appetit, good eating, and a safe day. Take care now. I thought I should just take a minute to show you guys what the finished product looks like. I've got my white rice, my shish kebabs. I've got the packet there, the aluminum foil with the leftovers here, still cooking. Maybe I'll flip it over here. Ooh, that's hot. Maybe I'll use something else to flip it over. Ah, the juices are flowing out. We'll let that thing cook. And should be having a really good meal today. Thankfully, I got my children later today, so we're all going to enjoy this shish kebab meal here. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.